Hey everyone, welcome back to the deep dive.
Yeah.
So today we're diving into a question that I think a lot of people running charities have probably thought about at some point.
Yeah.
And that is, should you outsource your bookkeeping?
Yeah.
We've got some really interesting articles and expert advice to kind of wade through here and see if we can help you figure out
Yeah.
what the right answer is for you. Um, one of the things that jumped out at me right away in one of these articles is they said 40% of small business owners find bookkeeping and taxes to be like the hardest part of their job.
Right.
And I have to imagine that for charities, with all of the kind of regulations and donor reporting and all that kind of stuff,
And all the rules.
that number's got to be even higher, right?
Yeah. It's definitely a pain point.
Yeah.
And it makes sense, you know? You're so passionate about the mission of your charity. You put so much energy into it. And then you have to deal with all the spreadsheets and receipts.
Oh.
Yeah. It takes you away from, what you really want to be doing.
Totally. Every minute you spend on bookkeeping is a minute you're not spending on, writing grant proposals or organizing fundraising events or, connecting with donors.
Yeah.
Like, imagine if you could get all that time back.
Right. Well, that's where the idea of outsourcing comes in. I mean, think about it.
Yeah.
What could you achieve if you had an extra, 10 hours a week? You could launch a new program, maybe
Yeah.
expand your volunteer base, or even just have more time to think strategically about the future of your organization.
Yeah, it's a really good point.
Yeah.
It's all about, maximizing your impact,
Mhm.
right? Making sure that every resource,
Right.
including your time, is being used effectively.
Exactly. And it's not just about time either. Outsourcing can actually reduce risks significantly. Charities, especially smaller ones, can be really vulnerable to financial errors or even, mismanagement.
Oh, yeah.
And, it's not always intentional,
Mm-hmm.
but someone might be a fantastic advocate for your cause, but that doesn't automatically make them a skilled bookkeeper.
That's so true. And, I've heard stories of charities running into trouble because they just didn't have the right financial controls in place.
Mm-hmm.
And that can really damage your reputation.
Oh, for sure.
And even worse, it can jeopardize your ability to serve your beneficiaries.
Yeah, and that's the last thing you want.
Exactly. So you're saying that a professional bookkeeper can kind of bring that level of expertise and objectivity?
Yeah, they can help you set up those internal controls, make sure your records are accurate, and spot any red flags early on.
So it's almost like having a safeguard in place,
Yeah, exactly.
protecting your charity's financial health.
Protecting you from making costly mistakes and making sure that you're operating transparently and accountably. And plus, they're up to date on all the latest tax laws and regulations, which, is so important for charities.
Well, that's a good segue because speaking of taxes, that's another area where outsourcing can really bring peace of mind.
Yeah.
Because let's face it, nobody enjoys dealing with those complex tax forms,
No.
especially when you're dealing with, specific regulations that apply to charities.
It can be a real nightmare, and the consequences of getting it wrong can be pretty serious. But, with a professional handling your bookkeeping and taxes, you can just relax and have confidence that everything is being done correctly and on time.
Okay, so that's got to be a huge weight off your shoulders.
Yeah.
And, the best part is you don't have to be a tech whiz to benefit from all the latest accounting software these days.
Right. A lot of outsourced bookkeeping services use really sophisticated tools like QuickBooks Pro Advisor. And it's not just about, crunching numbers. It's about having access to real-time financial dashboards, generating reports, analyzing your income and expenses easily.
So you can actually gain insights from your financial data
Yeah,
instead of just being overwhelmed by it.
exactly. Imagine being able to track your progress towards your fundraising goals or, analyze the cost effectiveness of your programs or even just identify areas where you could be saving money.
That's amazing.
It-
That's so cool.
Yeah.
So you can actually use that data to make strategic decisions.
Yeah.
It's like having a financial GPS guiding you towards your goals.
That's a great way to put it. And speaking of guidance, one of the most valuable things about outsourcing is that you get access to expert advice and support.
Okay.
It's like having a financial advisor who is totally dedicated to helping your charity thrive.
So it's not just about the numbers.
No.
It's about the strategy too.
Exactly. A good bookkeeper can do way more than just, balance your books. They can help you analyze your financial data, develop budgets that are actually realistic,
Okay.
and even give you insights on things like fundraising and how to allocate your resources.
So you're really not just handing off a task.
Right.
You're gaining a partner who understands the challenges
Exactly.
that charities face.
They can help you see trends that are happening,
Yeah.
anticipate problems that might be coming up, and
Yeah.
then make smart decisions that will help you be sustainable over the long term.
Okay, so this all sounds great. But I'm sure some people listening are thinking, well, this is all well and good, but can we actually afford it? I
Yeah.
mean, budgets are tight.
Right.
Every dollar counts.
That's a valid concern for sure. And it's definitely important to weigh the costs and the benefits. But you got to think about it this way. What's the cost of not having accurate financial information?
Mm.
What if you make a big mistake because you didn't have the right expertise?
Oh,
It's not just about the money you pay up front, it's about the risks you avoid and the money you could save in the long run by having a professional on your side.
that's a good point.
Hmm.
And so are there different options out there?
Yeah.
I mean, are there different pricing models?
Yeah, a lot of these outsourced bookkeeping services have flexible packages
Okay.
that are designed to fit different needs and different budgets.
So there's not a one-size-fits-all kind of thing.
Not at all. You need to do your research, find a provider that's reputable, understands
Yeah.
nonprofits,
Right.
and whose values align with your organization's mission.
And even if a charity decides that outsourcing isn't right for them right now,
Hmm.
I mean, it's still good to at least understand the benefits and the drawbacks, right?
Oh, absolutely. The more informed you are about your options, the better decisions you can make for your charity. And whether you choose to outsource or keep things in-house, the important thing is to have a system that's accurate, efficient,
Yeah.
and that supports your mission.
Okay, so let's do a quick recap of what we've talked about today.
Yeah.
We talked about how outsourcing can free up a ton of time so you can focus on your mission.
Right.
We talked about how important it is to reduce risk.
Yeah.
Having a professional handle your finances can help you avoid errors and prevent fraud, which protects your reputation and your resources. And we can't forget about the peace of mind that comes with knowing your taxes are done right and on time.
Yeah, no more stress at tax time.
Exactly. And then finally, we talked about the value of having that expert guidance.
Right.
A good bookkeeper can be a real partner, offering insights and advice to help you make smarter decisions and reach your goals. So it sounds like outsourcing bookkeeping could really change the game for charities,
Yeah,
helping them be more efficient, more strategic, and more sustainable.
definitely. But here's the big question. What could be possible for your charity if you had all that extra time and expert support?
I mean, that's something worth thinking about, right? What could you do with all that extra time?
Yeah.
Maybe you could finally launch that program that you've been dreaming of.
Yeah, or you could spend more time building relationships with donors,
That's a good one.
or maybe even invest in staff training. Upgrade your technology, expand your outreach.
There's so many possibilities.
Yeah, when you're not bogged down with all the admin work, you can really focus on making a difference.
It's like you said before.
Yeah.
It's about unlocking your charity's full potential.
Exactly. Too often we get stuck in the day-to-day and lose sight of the big picture.
Easy to do.
Outsourcing can help you get back to that vision and create a real lasting impact.
Wow, this has been a really interesting conversation.
Yeah,
I feel like it's really changed the way I think about bookkeeping.
me too.
It's not just a chore, it's an investment.
It is.
And it's an investment in your charity's future.
Exactly. And this whole journey isn't just about, checking things off a to-do list.
Right.
It's about finding ways to be more effective, embrace new ideas,
Yeah.
make smart decisions.
And ultimately move your mission forward.
Exactly.
Well said. Well, thanks for joining us on this deep dive, everyone.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
We hope this has given you some food for thought
Mm-hmm.
and helped you navigate the world of charity finances.
Absolutely.
Until next time, keep diving deep and making a difference.
See ya.